What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Chemical X. This is episode 9, and we're back. Not sure what we have to talk about today, though.
Episode 9.
That's all she has to say.
Episode 9.
We are, again, sponsored by Neonific, and every time we put up a sign, it goes on differently. Last time we had 2 nipple thumbtacks on the wall. That's when you know you have no money.
I said, Veronica, can we at least not do the yellow ones? Because it's 2 nipples in the middle. We're the clear. We start removing from the clothesline on the side.
So now I have it literally taped, as you can see, to the fabric that I have on my wall. So my dad, I don't live with my dad anymore, which is why it's taped to a fabric right now. Or else he'd be here with his...
right here.
He'd be here with his... Not a funny joke. Anyway, so thank you, Neonific. Discount in the description code. Hopefully you guys have somebody to put it up for you at home, because I have tape.
I'm a little worried because I filled up our glasses and apparently I have lime juice here, but I didn't fill mine up enough. So how does that work when we need?
I mean, there's no intermission here, so you better, you don't get any of mine either.
Why? So
save your saliva.
Okay, guys, actually, I'm going to leave because Veronica's taking over.
So actually, I always start this thing, I'm fucking dying of thirst. Anyways, so today, you guys are fucking lucky I even have makeup on because we came back from the gym. This is fresh out of the gym, and I sprutzed on fucking fake lashes. We have
fake lashes on, but this room reeks so much. I don't even know how David's actually filming this. Between both of us, we haven't showered, guys. So
straight from the gym, baby.
Straight from the gym.
These lights are also hot, so if you think that I'm not sweating already, and this is on top of gym sweat, it's an aroma. That was a wink. I don't know. Anyway, that was a better wink.
I think both your eyes winked there.
But yeah, so we just came back from the gym, and
I hate working
out. Literally did my bronzer until the edge of the top because that's how much I don't give a fuck. So that's all. You're lucky I actually
She doesn't give a fuck because it's my top, bitch.
This top has actually is the 3rd podcast it's been featured on, but the only one that'll actually make it to YouTube because the 2 other ones were just nonsense.
No.
They were deleted not only off the camera but also on the computer.
It was the first time we actually tried filming. This is when we were in quarantine. Well, apparently we all are.
Still
going
are.
back. So, and Veronica was like, "Wait, what happened again?"
I think it was still like through Skype. Right.
So how did you get it exactly? No, it was when we were together.
No, you were wearing it.
Oh,
you wore it the first ever episode, and then I wore it like 4 episodes ago, but we never.
Anyway, needless to say, we always try and match. Today I'm Martha Stewart, who went to jail, and Veronica is Frozen, so...
I'm like every color. I have the heart, the pink, the blue.
Like, how do I tell you that Pride Month was last month?
Loud and proud, baby, loud and proud. Anyways, so we go to the gym, and Alessia is the biggest complainer when it comes to the gym.
Literally.
So she calls me. She's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be like 10 minutes late." I'm like, "This bitch." She's like, "Start without me." I'm like, I hate her. Not only am I working out alone, but our trainer is giving us the hardest fucking exercise. Shout out Ryan. You don't have to listen 45 minutes into the episode this time. You get a shout out in the beginning. But giving me literally the hardest episode. Alessia walks in. I'm red, sweating, literally dying. And I'm like, Ryan, if you don't make her fucking do exactly what I did right now, if she thinks she gets to knock off those 10 minutes because she showed up late, no.
I was actually 15 minutes late, and it was the best decision I ever made. Showing up late to the gym is like... I'll pay more for that. Like, how do I pay for 45-minute trainings?
Well, you could not pay to actually not go at all, so you're good. That's, like, more logical.
I actually, the first 2 getting back after quarantine, I wasn't complaining. 3rd one back, Ryan's going, this is the Alessia I remember. The one who...
She came in, did 1 lunge, and said, "Oh." And I went, bitch, I'm literally on my 3rd set of 20 lunges. Side. I was like, I
took 1 picture and everyone said, "Fitness girl." No. But I'm that annoying girl who posts at the gym a million times. Like, I'm against it, but I'm also that girl.
She will post every time she's at the gym, but also do 35% of the workout and scream. And This is Alessia, okay? Alessia will do the same exercise, but she won't count. She'll just wait until I'm done, even though she does it 10 times slower and complains 10 times more, and then like adds 2 and then says Kemba. But we both know that you didn't do the same amount.
I literally had 2 and Ryan goes,
You
really?
did 12?
You did the full 12 sets?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Both sides? Yeah. I wasn't letting her have it today, though. We were doing like some front, side, back. I said she's not doing the side ones.
And I was actually doing the workout completely, and she was ratting on me. I went, bitch, at least rat on me when I'm doing it.
I was another shade of red. Like, I was literally maroon. Like, it was the first exercise in the training, and I was dying. That's what happens when you eat a salad.
She's Italian, like those hands.
Guys, I had a salad for lunch today, and I don't really like... I fucking love to eat, obviously. And I had a salad, and let me tell you, it showed when I tried to work out, and my arms were shaking on the first fucking thing.
You eat a salad, and you're hungry after 1 minute. I just want you to know.
You eat a salad, and you're hungry as you're eating, and you're also hungry after you're eating.
Literally. I don't care what you put, chicken, protein.
You could put anything.
A salad, you're weak.
If it's called salad, your body is saying, I'm hungry in 2 minutes.
No, literally.
And it's so long to eat that I find when I eat a salad, I stop eating because I'm just bored of eating.
No, the same bite.
It's so long. You're like, I'm done.
Look at the camera when you do that, please.
No, literally salads, I tap out 75% through, and I'm going to be even hungrier in 2 minutes. So
you ate a salad, and I went to Milano's, and I had a steak sandwich, and I had the mac and cheese, chicken nuggets, and French fries. And then I was going, do I want dessert? The Zanko. Somebody's going to roll me out of here, though.
That's also why she gets to show up 10 minutes late.
Basically.
The skinny person training versus the...
Anyways.
The one saying,
don't act like you weren't searching bags while you were waiting for me.
I was actually posting a pic, but whatever.
True, I saw that.
I'm like so Alessia is the master of finding like people selling designer stuff. Like I feel like you're literally an expert. Do you agree?
I am.
Expert.
I agree.
She literally will find something.
She'll give me a compliment. Wow, I'm gonna take it. I agree.
She'll find something on Kijiji, guys. I'm literally not even joking. It'll be $700. She'll literally be like, look, I'll drive to you today in the next 20 minutes. I'll pay you cash, maybe even a check if you give it to me for $220. And somehow she actually gets it. Like it's fucked up.
All the time.
And then I'm there like, wow, I found a bag for a really good price. She's they're offering. I'm like $650. She's like, say $300. I'm like, like they're literally gonna say no. They're not even gonna answer me. She's like,
worst case, you just write another email as another person. Like,
I can't deal with this. But I can't. Like, you actually are the expert negotiator.
I agree. You either have it or you don't.
Like, this bitch literally drove to where? Ontario?
Guys, I really wanted a Chanel bag. Let's be real. Chanel bags are 3-4 G's. And, oh my God, this story is actually hilarious. So, I was looking on Kijiji. I was looking everywhere. Guys, we all want a Chanel bag. But listen, if we could get it secondhand.
For a lower price.
Listen, I'm in. So... Anyways, Kijiji, I'm on Kijiji. I find the exact bag I want because I'm also not going to settle for the one I don't want, right? I find the exact one I want, okay? This is like a year and a half ago. And anyways, it ends up being like Kijiji and you have to bid, but turns out the bidding ended. And I'm like, no.
Wait, eBay or Kijiji?
eBay where you bid, sorry. Yeah. So anyways, so I'm like, oh my God, the bidding just ended. Somebody won. And it's not me. I'm pissed. So now I'm like, how do I get this bag? Crazy me. This is how psycho I am. Find a way to message the buyer. I think it was in Ottawa? It was in Ottawa. A little further than Ottawa, actually. Little than I know. So I went, hey, because they take a fee when you buy it off eBay. So I was like, okay, like I'll offer you $200 more than what they were giving. So it was like $1,008 or something. I'll give you $200 more and I'll come pick it up. So for him, it's technically like he's saving more than $200 because with eBay, he doesn't have to ship it, which would have been like
and they take
over
percentage.
100 plus they take the percentage. But the thing is, you're not allowed to message a buyer and buy it off, especially after he sold it to somebody. I could just imagine that person right now going, yes, won that bid, and me going, excuse me, bitch, actually. Wait your fucking turn. And I literally was like, no problem, I'll come tomorrow, pick it up, I'll give you $200 more. Like, he was like, sounds like a scam, but I'm in.
He said, I'll try it out.
The morning after, literally, I woke up at like 8:30 a.m. What fucking bitches do for a bag? Crazy. I'm fucking sorry. Like, that bag holds way more value than anyone will ever know. wasted maybe $300 on gas. My car almost broke down on the way back, but I had a Chanel bag next to me.
But also, can you please say the part where you showed up and said, I'm not
Oh
giving
my God,
you the 200? This bitch shows up
No.
there, forces him not to sell it to the person who bought it on eBay.
No.
Shows
I went,
up
look,
and says,
I realized it was a lot on gas. You know what? Like, I'm actually just going to give you what you were selling. And he's there like, listen, I told the other girl, no, you're in my car. Like, I guess. And he just gave it to me for it. And I went, I saved the gas.
this is something I could never do.
No. Honestly,
Never.
I'm even shocked I had the balls to do that. When you're in person, you go, take my money, take my soul.
Yeah,
like, I'm
you're
sorry,
all the
like,
way in
thank
Ottawa.
you.
Imagine he said, no, what? You're going to drive home with no Chanel
Well,
bag,
then I would have been
$300
like,
of gas
here's the
later.
200. But I just felt like I can do it, so I did it. And any good negotiator will know what they can.
Okay, Wolf of Wall Street, let's simmer down.
Literally.
Anyway, so I don't have the same experiences at all. I was trying to find this bag and I put it in on kijiji, but I put like all of Canada, so like I'm getting everywhere. So I find the exact bag I want. I'm like, amazing price. I message her. I'm super fucking nice. I'm like, hey, like I know you said you don't want to ship, but like, would you mind? Like, I would literally cover the cost, cover any trouble that it would be to get it to me. Like, I'll explain you everything. She's like, okay, like, how do I do it? So I explain her all the steps, smiley faces, point
First
form.
of all,
like,
she's sending it. What do you mean how? Now you have to explain to her.
no, but I'm saying like you know what I mean? Like whatever you need. So she's like, okay, how do I do it? And I'm like, okay, well, send me a video of the bag first. Like I just want to see what it looks like in video since I can't see it. And then I'll give you my address. I'll PayPal you and then like just ship the bag once you receive the payment or like half the payment, whatever. She writes back, too complicated, no thanks. I'm like, oh my God, like, sorry, like, was there a complication? Like, was there maybe like, you didn't understand
I
me
just
properly?
want to talk about how you're so nice because you want that bag, but the second you get that bag, you're going, fuck you, bitch.
Literally. So
Oh
anyway,
my
so
God.
I'm writing to her. I'm so nice because I still want the bag. I'm like, please,
When
please,
are you
please.
gonna learn that when you're nice, you never get anything in life? If I would have been like $300 less, she would have been like, okay, perfect.
The bag was $350. She would have said no. But anyway,
I
so
wanna
I'm
know what
literally
bag's
I'm
$350.
writing to her and I'm like, look, like I don't know if there was a misunderstanding. Like it's really simple. All you have to do is send me a video and then like I'll pay you and send me the bag. She's like, no, I'm not interested. Thank you. Stop messaging me. I'm like,
Well, you are a
look,
bit
I'm
crazy.
so sorry. If you change your mind, please let me
I
know.
literally
I
don't
literally
believe
ended
you.
off with like, she was like, a bitch. Like I couldn't
no.
deal with how much of a bitch is going. You know what? Fuck you. And every day I still go back and check the listing and say, I hate her.
Okay, wait,
I've
what
never
bag
had
was
somebody be so mean
because
to
I don't
me.
even remember.
It's a vintage Louis Vuitton bag.
Okay. Oh yes. It was a little white pochette.
Yeah. And she was a fucking cunt. I was like, you know what? Fuck you. I hope you don't get your bag. Like, I was like, who's the scammer here anymore? Is it me? Do you think I'm a scammer? Are you
Honestly,
the scammer?
Veronica, it's
Like,
100% you.
am I
The
the
smiley face, you were being like too creepy for me.
I went, does she
I don't
think
even
I'm
feel
a
like you talked
scammer?
to me that nice.
I don't
so.
know. I just wasn't sure if she was the scammer or I was the scammer. I was like, at this point, I'm the scammer. Like, I'm scamming you.
She literally said, I don't want to sell you the bag, and you said, okay.
She
well,
literally
if you
said,
change-
no, stop messaging me. And I was like, you know what? But if you change your mind, I'm sorry for the
No, I
misunderstanding,
can't.
but if you change your mind.
I can't.
But I was like, fuck you. Like, don't
and
ask
I
me
went,
how
"Okay,
and then
Veronica,
break
like,
my
you're
dreams.
doing all this for this bag, like, tone it down.
I've still been looking for it. Everywhere I go, my boyfriend, he knows my fucking, what's the word?
Well, ask him. He's right here.
He knows my routine. I wake up, I look for couches, and then I look for kijiji bags, eBay, the same bag. He knows what it's called. He knows everything. He even looks for me. He sends me links.
So cute.
Still
Now
can't
that's
find
love.
it. Still can't find it. Crazy.
But what's your take on, like, fakes?
Fake bags?
Fake bitches, fake bags.
Honestly, I think like
What was that?
I said this before and it's so true. It's like if I would buy, let's say right now I'm looking at a Prada bag, kijiji, $700, whatever, you know what I mean? And you're like, is this real? Is this fake? Anybody who's looking to buy on eBay,
Yeah.
when you pay that $700, I don't care what the fuck I'm getting in the mail, it's real. Because I paid the real money for it. Like I actually, you know what? You could sell me a fake bag. It is real in my eyes. That's what matters.
No, literally.
But like actually, if I'm paying a G for
Oh
a
my
bag,
God.
it's fucking
but
real.
at least when I'm looking for a bag, I ask for for the authenticity.
No, I do
look
too,
for
but
everything.
it's not
Veronica
always.
goes, okay, they don't have it like a lot.
Yeah,
Like
it's fine. They had a
I'm
good
there
story.
Googling how to tell for this bag. I
No,
literally
no.
done it so many times that I know.
I do it too, but like I remember I bought my YSL, which is like the first bag that I really spent money on, and I was looking for it everywhere. I was actually gonna buy it in the store, but then there was like a sale, and I went to buy it there, and I was so like, oh my god, is this real? Is this not real? And I paid it $2,000, and I was like, look, this could be the fakest shit in the world. It is real in my eyes. I paid the 2Gs for it. That is baptized as real. You ask anybody, it's fucking real. Because I paid $2,000.
It is real though.
It is real, but you know what I mean.
I know
like,
what you mean.
I don't care if I'm paying the real money for it, it's real.
No, but honestly, it gives me anxiety of the thought of like maybe getting like scammed. That's why I'm so anal and I do all my research, because I'm like, I'm not paying 2Gs for a fake bag. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. Like, no.
But I mean, you never know at the end of the day. There's so many. You could say
Well, no. Like
serial
Chanel,
number.
there's
and,
like specifics. Like,
yeah, but fakes are fucking good. Like,
yes.
But anyway, so what do you
certain things? But anyway,
what do you think about like people wearing fake bags?
honestly, I can't deal.
I
want to say if you can't afford it, don't buy it. But here we are going secondhand. Can't afford it, still buying it. No, honestly, I have a lot of respect for somebody who can like create their own style and make like a Zara bag work, you know, and make it look like rich. But I don't think that you need to, I don't know. I just feel like a fake bag at the end of the day, like I honestly, if I could not afford a real bag, I would not be wearing a fake. Like, I just think that even for like the brands themselves, like there's so many bags that just like, I would never even buy real because it's just been so
overdone.
It's been so done fake that you're like, even if I get this bag, it's
everybody
fake.
thinks it's fake.
Do you know what I mean?
I know
like,
exactly what you mean. And that actually sucks for speaking from like a brand point of view. Is like,
it goes two ways though.
But it's just
it's
like
more like brand recognition, but then at the end of the day, like,
but it sucks for them because everybody's wearing a fake bag and it almost like ruins like if you could get the same bag, which is like a lot of people sell like really, really high grade fake stuff. It's like a lot of people just be like, okay, well, why would I buy the real one if I could buy the fake one? But I think for me, it's just more like knowing that I saved up the money and like I'm spending the money on a real bag. Like, I love the brands. I like the actual like designers. It's like
you support the brand that you want.
Yeah.
And obviously they worked super hard to get where they are. Like, I just think that if you can't afford it, don't get it. And there's so many other cool brands that
I also think that like when you're gonna buy a fake bag, it's like what you're gonna buy one Louis Vuitton because nobody believes that you have 17 Louis Vuittons. So it's like you can't really.
And then what? You're gonna go around and are you saying it's real or are you saying it's fake?
That's another thing. So if you have a fake bag, do you say it's real or do you say it's fake?
Honestly, I would never do it because I wouldn't buy a fake bag. But I'm saying I don't know because I'm not in that position. But
I don't know. I mean, you also don't want to be like it's fake, but. For me personally, I wouldn't. I'm like I don't even have a lot of designer bags. Like I literally have 2, and one of them is my sister's. But I just feel like I don't know. Like I wouldn't buy something unless it was real. Like that's why I wouldn't even have it to say like whether or not it's fake. But I think
I know.
I mean, you don't really go around saying is your bag real, but.
Yeah.
You know, I think it sucks. Even in Paris, they actually will fine you if they see that your bag is fake.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. There's a lot of laws, but like a lot that you hear of that don't actually like happen also though.
Well, Paris I know is super strict on it. Like literally if you're walking, well, not that they're going to stop you on the street, like there's literally no fashion police, but like I know that they will fine you if they find out that you're not wearing a real bag or like stuff like that, and that's fucked up. Or
honestly, I agree with it though.
I agree too.
Where's the Montreal designer police?
But I mean, Paris
to all
is
those fake bitches walking in thinking, "Excuse me, you're not allowed in the club. You're wearing a fake bag, and also the police is waiting for you on the side. He's gonna take."
Well,
you
would that be us because we went to fashion marketing school? Technically, we're the fashion police. Pew pew. Hand over your fake Louis Vuitton. But I just think
I do agree that like, okay, you know, like the tees and stuff that people do, like Yves Saint Laurent and stuff, like the t-shirts and the sick like
I know what you mean, like
you know
knockoff stuff like that.
I feel like knockoffs like that are just like you're chilling in like a hoodie that just says like,
I mean, look,
whatever.
I don't
but
really
for me,
care.
it's like bags and shoes that I'm just like, no.
At the end of the day, I don't really care. People can do it. My God. There we go. There we have it. The fuck up in my voice. But people can do whatever they want. But I just think, like...
Yeah.
Like, and I'm even the type where I'll wear something, like, you know how there'll be, like, an iconic thing or the bag of the year or the bag of the season or the shoe of the season, and then Steve Madden, Aldo, they'll all copy it and whatever. Like, I'll probably, like, I wouldn't be against buying something that's the similar style, you know what I mean? Even though you know it's,
but
like...
that's not considered
But it's not a fake. It's just, like, you want the style, you like the style.
That's fashion for you. Everybody copies everybody, like...
It's crazy. But I just think, like... I don't know. There's something. I think luxury brands are luxury brands for a reason. So if you can't afford them, then you shouldn't be like wearing them. Then you
should be on eBay or Kijiji, like us
exactly, like Alessia harassing people to sell their bags. But like, what do you think about? I know a lot of people also have the mentality of like not getting an expensive bag or shoes or whatever until like they could have that money also in their bank account, like. So a lot of people would be like against.
Don't buy the Chanel bag until you have the money to put in it.
Yeah.
Bitch, I don't give a fuck. I don't listen to that shit, honestly.
I mean, I get it to a certain extent because it's true. Where there, at a point I was walking around with a more expensive fucking bag than my car. So it's like, how does that work?
No.
I'm walking out of a 2006 Volkswagen with a $2,000 bag. Like they're going, not sure about that one. Maybe you should have put your money where your fucking pedal is.
At that point, they're thinking it's fake anyways when your beeper doesn't even go on.
When I open my car door and it starts fucking alarming. Like, alarming. Guys, funny story. Oh my God, I just thought of it. Oh my God,
if it's the story you're going to say.
Okay, I go to the grocery store. This is like maybe 3 years ago, okay? I go to the grocery store. I go to the grocery store and there's like this guy, cutie, like in the store. Like we're both like shopping. I'm like in a cute outfit. I think I was going out after and I was just picking up like mixers or something.
Were you dating David at the time?
3 years ago, like I said, so no. Anyway, so I walk in. I'm like looking cute. He's a cute, whatever. We're kind of looking at each other, smile.
Oh my God.
Like, it was one of those like...
You could have just said, Veronica, cute guy. We're smiling at each other. I'm sorry, she's trying to get her boyfriend jealous on the side.
I need to set the mood. So it's like we're in the grocery store. He's looking at me. I'm looking at him. Whatever. I pay my stuff. I leave. And then I'm like going to unlock my car. And I see him walking by. And then like I just give a smile. Or we make eye contact and I kind of smile at him.
Was this pre-nose job or afterwards? Just so I can have my
After
own...
nose job.
Okay.
Thank you for interrupting my story again.
Thanks.
So I smile at him and he says, hey. And I'm like... Hey, as I'm opening my door, and at the time, my car had this problem where when I would unlock it, even if it would be unlocked, the fucking alarm would go off. So I'm like, hey, cutie walking by me. I open the door. Bah, bah, bah. I'm like freaking out. I throw the juice in. I shut my car. I'm trying to shut it off. He literally went like this, and he kept walking. I just flirted with a girl who's stealing a car.
No. But literally.
Like, there's nothing more.
But you would steal a car, so at least he got the perfect example of who you are from the start.
He got a glimpse. What
did you win in high school? Most likely to...
I got most likely to be...
to rob
most likely to be a millionaire illegally.
Perfect. So
great. Mom, if you're listening.
Went on and...
He went, okay.
And that was the last time you saw this guy.
Well, since you're going to pull out what I won in high school, why don't you tell everybody what you won in college?
Oh my God. The most embarrassing thing that could ever happen. Honestly, it's probably because of what I was wearing also.
I don't know about that.
I was wearing the wannabe Kim Kardashian
Was
blazer.
it the blazer with the boots?
Guys, do you remember when the H&M collaboration happened and everybody was waiting the line? Well, let me tell you, I was third in that line waiting.
She couldn't knock off the $200 at the cash though. I'm sure she tried though. Guys, look, I was here. There must be a discount for being the first one.
Literally. Anyways, what was I saying? What's this?
Listen, guys, I came to you, so like if you could knock off the taxes at least.
Listen, I'm getting a bunch of stuff actually because I'm reselling it. So...
Do we get like a
I just want
discount?
everybody to know that was the best investment I ever did, and I was about to quit my job. I bought all kinds of things at the H&M collaboration and sold them all on Kijiji and literally made like 5 Gs. So...
Well, you're smarter than me because I went to the Essence warehouse sale, got literally gold, $40 each. The only pair of things that didn't fit me and was worth a lot, I gave to my sister, and she ruined them, wore them once, and said they hurt my feet, and I went, fuck you. They were the Yeezy, the clear heel that was super in, super in. Everybody was looking for them, sold out. found them in her size, gave them to her. She didn't even pay them.
Actually, guys, I just want you to know that Veronica was talking to both Tanya and me at the time, and she said, I don't really know who I'm giving them to, if it's you or my sister. And I went, well, no, obviously blood first. Blood first? Give them to me? And she went, sorry, my sister took them. And I went, okay.
Like
so
I said,
I'm pissed at your
Alessia.
sister and I'm pissed at you? Like, how does that work?
Like I said, Alessia, I would sell you for a pack of Smarties.
Right.
We were literally at the gym today and we were talking about how I did the podcast day on the gym day so that I could, you know, get it over with.
I said that actually. Fuck you for stealing my life.
She said we're actually not best friends. We're colleagues.
We train together because it's a better discount. And
Literally, we
throw
train
the
together 'cause it's
podcast
cheaper.
on the same day so that we don't have to see each other again.
2 in 1. I see her 2 times a week. That's it. Training days and podcast days. If I can make it one, we'll make it one.
Literally. At a point I went, okay, well, when I broke up with, when my boyfriend and I broke up, let's not get into specifics here. I went, well, Veronica, you said you're moving and you're looking for a roommate. And you're looking for someone and I'm right here.
And then I said, yeah, were you being serious? She said, well, actually, I spoke with your sister. And she said, yeah, it's probably not a good idea. I went, perfect.
Actually, you said, I don't know if it's a good idea that we're friends, live together. It's going to be a whole Sophia and Alex.
I said, I already see you enough.
From Call Her Daddy. They're going to end up hating each other by the end.
It's true. I said, I honestly already see you enough. And not to be mean, but I need somebody who doesn't talk as a roommate.
No.
But it's true, though. Like,
could you imagine waking up, bitch, get ready for the podcast? Like.
And she's a tornado also, and I'm a fucking neat freak. Like, I'm very, like.
Yeah.
And she walks in my room that she doesn't even get through my doors yet, and she already threw her bag on my bed before she walked through the doors.
Foundation on your bed sheets, like.
Everything. Alessia, has my straightener off? Yes.
Actually, I don't even know if it's off right now.
I checked it's off. This bitch has the worst habit of leaving my straightener on all the time. And she, like, not only leaves it on, but, like, puts it against my plastic makeup holder that's gonna fucking melt. Like, I hate her.
What can I say? Plastic melts.
That's your excuse. Plastic melts? I wonder what melts plastic. Fucking turned on straighteners. Anyway, I want to know if you're going to message the girl that I'm messaging on Kijiji right now and say, I want the bag, but for $2 and a Skittle.
And then go, Veronica, if you want to buy it back off me, it's actually $1,500. So
that's something she would actually do.
No, I would never.
So I was buying these
for myself.
I was buying these shoes and I sent them to her and I'm like, oh my God, they're so cute. Like, do you think they'd look good on me? She's like, wow, you have the perfect body for them. They're exactly would look great on you.
Oh my God, I remember that.
And then I'm like, are you sure? Like, I feel like they would look better on you. You know, like you're skinny, long legs, like would look so good. She's like, no, like they look better on you. And then I sent her a video of the fact that they're called Alessia. The Alessia heels. I went, am I still allowed to buy them? She went, well, I take back everything I said. I think they would actually look better on me.
I went, purchase. I'm sorry. The heels are called Alessia. They were meant for me. Everything I said I take back.
Exactly. And then 3 hours later she texted me saying, is it bad that I want the heels too? And I said,
how can you be mad at me though when they say my name? Like, say my name.
When no one is around you.
Say, baby, I love you.
Say my God.
I don't even know the lyrics.
What is this, the intermission that we're DJing right now? Like, God. I don't know. Oh my God, I'm running out of water.
Oh my God.
Well, you ran out of your lime juice real quick. Beginning of the podcast.
Literally. We should have got drunk before. David, how does that work? Like, did you click the buttons? Are you able to get us water? Or are we just going to be
parched,
dry?
Pasty melt. I'm just making sure that this doesn't fall off. I feel like every 2 seconds I need to just press him on a little bit.
Oh.
Guys, so I'm moving and I'm literally moving in like 2 weeks. And I'm moving into an apartment with nothing. No fucking oven, no fridge, no couch. Alessia's mom is actually giving me her couch. Thank you, Alessia's mom. But no washing machines either. So don't know if we'll even have a podcast, guys. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Actually, if anything, the only thing I have is a podcast.
The person who's actually renting this apartment is going to be our guest next week. So stay tuned for that. And I was like, well, now that he's renting it, can we still have a room now that your boyfriend and him are friends? Like, how does that work? Like, hey, can we keep this room? Like, can we rent this out?
Yeah, Ella, I'm pretty sure it's a 5-star podcast room with our fucking... Like, who's going to tell him that it wasn't us who put all the thumbtack holes in the wall to hold up the 7 blankets we have on the wall.
Oh my god.
It wasn't
He's
us.
going, I'm paying this rent thinking that the walls are sealed, and
He doesn't know what he's gonna find in
he
here.
has no idea.
It's literally chicken pox on the wall. But not here. Here's tape.
Chicken pox also.
Chicken pox. Anyways,
we went out this weekend.
this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yesterday was Sunday. Oh my god.
Guys, I just want to let you know that Veronica tried convincing the trainer that she hasn't been drinking and that's why she didn't gain weight during this whole quarantine. And I just had to briefly remind her that she's been drinking every day this week. She's like, no, at all. I haven't been drinking as much. And I went, okay, Veronica, how about yesterday, Sunday? Where were you? New City Gas? Okay, perfect. Were you drinking? Okay, cool. And when you were chilling at your friend's house, what were you doing? And
It's
she went,
because the
"Okay, I guess I was
difference
drinking."
is when I worked in a club, I drank. Like I drank the
drank.
bottle. Now I take 2 shots and I go, I'm tipsy.
Is it too soon to say the story?
What story?
The drinking story with the keys?
Too soon.
Too soon. Come on. She makes me exploit my whole relationship.
I didn't exploit anything. I'm
Getting
still
back
waiting
together,
for you.
going, and I went.
I'm still waiting for
Say
you to
the story,
explain.
it's hilarious.
I'm still waiting for you to explain why you guys broke up and what. I just want to
You
know.
say the story if I say the story.
No,
Ew, what is
I
this?
want to know. I want to know. I want to know the feeling when you break up with your boyfriend and you get back with him, and then you have to tell your friends that you take back everything you said, and that we have to also erase everything that we said.
Honestly,
It's
no,
like
no.
once you go hate mode, like, yeah, ex-boyfriend, like you have to go all in if somebody's with an ex. Like you
I
start saying
realized-
he wore a blue shirt. You want to
No,
be with
no.
somebody who wears a blue shirt, and then you have to live with the fact that you said all those things, and now you're back with
literally,
him.
I honestly, if there's one thing I took back from all this, is I realized that when you're like mad, just keep it with you. Don't bring it to your friends. Don't make your friend come pick you up in Quebec City. Don't make it a whole thing. Don't get your mom involved. Don't get everybody.
The mom.
When you tell your mom,
It's done.
it's done. How do you get back? No. Well, I'm living it, so. How do you tell everybody? And then,
But now it's like your mom is always gonna be like,
no.
you know what I mean? Like that's what it
Thankfully,
is.
But like literally, thankfully she likes him. But do you know what I mean? Like once you tell everybody you're an idiot, like
I mean, it's just everybody has to, especially your friends. We have to start going X mode. So we're like,
No.
fuck him, this. You start picking out everything you can, and then after what, you're back with him, and I have to say, hey,
no.
what's
Hey,
up? You good?
I actually always liked you, so
I liked
sorry.
you.
Yeah, it's crazy it didn't work out.
It's
but,
crazy. Oh my god, I'm so glad you're back. Like I didn't say what. I always told her to get back.
Yeah,
with you.
I feel like everything just happened so fast, and like I just kind of like the whole situation. Anyway, like people were coming up to me this weekend, but like, what happened? And I'm just like, oh my god, like quarantine happened. Like, what do you think happened? Like,
But
fuck.
also, like, there's that awkward moment when you've been single and then, well, like, you break up and then it's, like, not long after you get back together. And then it's like, okay, how do you start telling, like, people, like, when they come up to you so single, you're like, what? Actually, I'm
No,
in a
and that's the whole
relationship.
thing that happened with the podcast. Everybody found out I was single when it aired a week later and we were back together, and I was like, oh my, everyone's like, I'm so sorry, like, are you okay? And I'm like, actually, I'm good, but like, maybe I shouldn't start telling everyone we're back together because I don't want to start doing this bing bang, bada boom.
It's so bad.
No,
Like, it's
no,
like
but,
2
like-
seconds ago you were posting 100 selfies and you said single girl, and now it's like,
But then it's like, yeah, we were
Bethany.
both technically single. So that's another thing, like, who the fuck were you talking to when you were single? Like, it doesn't matter how many people I was talking to. It doesn't matter.
But it's like, you know, when you go for that breakup attention, you're like, you start answering your DMs when they send a fire emoji, and then now it's like they're going, you're not answering me. You're like, actually, yeah, it worked out with my boyfriend.
Veronica,
So.
I can't even. Like,
Has that ever happened to you, like, in the past when you're talking to a guy and then all of a sudden, like, the vibe changes and you're like, he got back with his girlfriend? You can always tell.
But it's like, are you like, at the end of the day, like, I feel like whoever I was speaking to or whatever, like, I don't owe them an explanation, if that
Well,
makes
no,
any
I mean,
sense.
it's not like
Okay,
you were-
unless it was somebody that was, like, super nice or whatever, but, like, I feel like you never really owe somebody an explanation for, like, you trying to, like, either work on things or your 2-year, like, whatever. For me,
First
it's,
of
like,
all,
my
if
2-year
somebody's
relationship.
talking to you and they know you're fresh out of a relationship, they're not expecting anything from.
Well, they
don't-
shouldn't be.
No, but what I'm saying is like,
And I've done that
it's
mistake
not,
before, so.
It's not even like oh, I'm so sorry, but it's like they don't give a fuck. Honestly, they weren't expecting anything more.
Anyway.
But who wants to be that rebound? Hey.
Oh my god.
Hey, actually, I'm in a relationship again. You could talk to me next time.
Well, the thing is that they should understand the signs and, you know, like, leave it at, okay, she's not answering, okay, she's back. But when they start...
When you have to start saying, by the way, me and my boyfriend are back together.
No, but it's like, I should not owe anybody an explanation, but why do I feel like I don't want an explanation? You know, like, oh my
what
God,
do you
I
say?
have anxiety to open my phone. Like,
do you start saying, hey, things are just really busy right now? Or do you say, I'm back with my boyfriend? Because why?
I say
honestly,
things are really busy right now until they catch the clue, until, like, whatever.
But don't you find that, like, I can't explain, not that it's embarrassing to, like, but I find the most, okay, we got back together, because it's like you're so breakups are so hard that you start doing all this shit and then to come back and say, we're actually
and the
back
worst part
together.
is, like, in this month that we broke up, it's not like we were still, like, those couples who say we broke up, but they're also messaging every 2 seconds, and they never went through the whole, like, breakup because they were
like
messaging the whole time. And anyways, so it was really like we actually stopped speaking. So it was like we went through the whole, like...
Yeah. No, I know.
They, like,
there's so many people that literally break up and I say, who you texting? And they're like... And I'm like...
No, but that was actually not the case for us. But
yeah. It was like a clean, like, you literally...
I just feel like, like, I'll just kind of sum up why. Anyways, I just felt like I was, like... It was during quarantine. I was figuring out my shit, like...
You were still working.
I was still working, and, like, I just felt like he wasn't as... He's super, like, creative and super this, and I didn't feel like he was as ambitious as he could be. And anyway, I just feel like that time apart really made it clear that, like... I don't know, like, you know, like, self-reflect and, like, work on yourself and, like...
Yeah, also, you guys were, like, almost 3 years together or 2 years together. It's like you start forgetting, like, the little things that you like about somebody. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just start focusing on the things you don't like, because that's what it is. Like, that's what it is 2 years down the line. So I think, like...
It's like they breathe and you're like, stop breathing. Like,
you're like, oh my God, you have eyebrows? Like, I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah.
But
like, I don't know. I just feel like now it's better than it's ever been. So I don't know if that's the classic when you break up, get back.
It's better than ever, guys.
Effort, but, like... Anyway,
I mean,
whatever.
look,
I make a fool out of myself, but I'm sure I'm not the only fucking girl who's broken up and gotten back. Mine's just aired, so...
Yours is public. That's the
Mine
difference.
is public. And
but you know what? I think a lot of people go through the same thing and maybe even worse. Like, I know bitches that... Honestly, I know people that tell me they broke up and I actually don't even believe them anymore. I just say, oh, sucks.
I know, and I went
because
to my
I know
friends. I never want to be
hours.
that girl who says, like, I break up. Because I'm actually, like, an assertive person, mostly. And,
like, you stick to things when you say
yeah, and I don't want to say, like, oh, I'm not that girl who keeps a train running. Like,
yeah, and that, like, I find is the worst thing you could do. Like, people that just keep the relationship even though it's done, like, I can't deal. But honestly, like, I think... You at the end of the day, you know your relationship. Like
at the end of the day, no one cheated. It wasn't anything like that. So you know, like.
But I just think every relationship is different. So it's like, as much as we could say, don't get back together, it's like this and that, the girl. But it's like everybody goes through different things and everybody has a different flow. So it's like you never know what works for somebody. You know what I mean? Like. I don't know. But I get what you mean. Like, I know the type of person you are, and that's why I'm even bringing this up, because I know you're such a person when you do something, you stick to it, and you won't even tell anybody if you did something not according to that, because that you're so, like, stuck to it. So, like,
my pride
for you
is,
to
like,
come
bigger
and say,
than everything.
like, like, I can't imagine. It's just one of those things I can't imagine you doing.
I know. And let me tell you, the one thing that was aired. But then it's like, okay, we're back together, but, like, the fuck did you do that month that we were together?
You can. It doesn't matter, though.
I don't give a fuck. Any girl would want to know. She's saying
but
doesn't matter because, what, your relationship's going good? Okay, perfect.
No, but you know what I mean, where if you start thinking about those things, then it's like...
No, I don't care. But also, like, who did you go on a date with? Who did you go on a date with? Who are you speaking? No, but do you agree? Like, I just feel like even my boyfriend's like this. Like, if there's a guy you were speaking to that's going to walk or whatever, who's going to come and shake my hand, like... Tell me so I just know. And I know what he means, because it's like at the end of the day, if girls were walking in, whatever, and he went on a date with someone or he hooked up with her while we weren't together, I'm not going to be the idiot at the room.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, you want to know.
1,000%.
You don't have to be a bitch. You don't have to hate her. Like, but just like you were broken up and whatever, but you want to know. I'm sorry.
You want to know.
Any girl who says they don't want to know, bye.
I mean, it depends on the person, obviously, but like for
but
me, like I prefer, and I always, like, I've actually had this conversation with my boyfriend, and it's obviously not something that like pleases you to know, but I think at the end of the day, you kind of want to know, like, look, is it anybody I know? Like, am I gonna walk in a
That's
room
what I
and
asked.
you know what I mean? Like that I do like
And
to
then he
know, but
said
if
yes.
it's random bitches,
And
like
then
I
I
really
went
don't
to.
care. No. Okay, name, date, and address.
No, literally.
But I do get what you mean, because
Yeah.
you also don't want to be showing up somewhere and like, not that it technically matters, but like you just want to know for yourself. Like like you
It's
would feel
literally
like
to
an
know-
idiot seeing somebody talking with them and then finding out later and then being like, oh.
And it's not even like I'm the type of character when I see them out, I'm like, fucking
It changes
bitch, this
nothing.
and that.
It
I
changes
actually don't care because
it's just for yourself to know. No, I 100%
It went both
agree.
ways, you know?
I 100% agree. And I actually feel like guys are really like that too. Like guys always want to know, like, have you slept with any of my friends? Like, have you hooked up with any of my friends? Like, it's always for them, like the friends or like somebody they know. I feel like they're very, very like particular with that. Like they don't care about anybody else, but it's like, did you sleep with anyone
And
of my
listen,
friends?
guys, if you're trying to date somebody in a crew, don't fuck the whole crew because your chances are going to be very slim.
True.
Very true.
Very
I'm sorry.
true.
We had a friend who fucked. I mean, you were always like sporadic. Veronica was always smart about it. It was never the same group. She was actually never known in any really, like, you know what I mean?
I fluttered around a little bit.
You fluttered around. But
I
we
was
have
also
one
very
friend
picky.
who literally went through the whole group, and I went, that's how the name whore comes about.
But you know
I mean?
what?
Not that
It's
she's
like-
a whore. She's not. But
But it's like you could sleep with
when
5
you-
people and they all be from the same group. You totally different reputation than 5 people from 5 different groups.
Literally.
But that's how guys see it. Like for a guy, it's like, yeah, but it's my friend. You know, like
You
for them,
banged
it's like,
all-
oh, it must have been everybody else in
And
Montreal
how many
too.
times does somebody like care about what their friends think?
Yeah.
And also like the opinions. When you start dating somebody, normally like they don't.
I think a guy specifically, like the reason they don't like this is because for a guy, they're very like territorial. So it's like when they get a girl, they want to feel like, yeah, I got this girl. She's a hot girl.
I got her over all the other guys who wanted her
and of my friends. Like I got her of like, you know what I mean? A guy doesn't want to be like, yeah, I got this girl, but like she also got my 2 best friends. Like, you know what I mean? Like for them, they want to feel special. They want to like have their like masculinity like stroked kind of. Like they want to know like she picked me.
Yeah.
So, but even as a girl, like you wouldn't really want a guy who was with all your friends. Then it's like, what?
Then you're
down the line, like, bitch.
Literally.
First or nothing. First or fucking nothing. That's all. But I think
there's obviously like different scenarios and shit happens and stuff. Sometimes people just like hook up and they're drunk and whatever and it didn't really mean anything. But like most of the time, yes, you're absolutely right. I would have to agree with you there.
What do you think of like, I just thought of this, speaking about this, what do you think, and would you ever like, you know, when you were dating somebody and then you guys break up and then a couple of years later or a year later, 2 years later, one of your friends starts sleeping with them, seeing them. Like, is that a no for you? I feel like that's also something that's worse for guys. Like, guys are a lot more particular. But for you...
Also, I feel like girls don't get over someone until they get underneath somebody else. And guys, it takes them a bit more time. Like, it's more emotional, if that makes any sense. Like, for them, they would be like, what the fuck? Yeah. No. But honestly...
But, like, do you care? Like, let's say a guy that you were...
It depends how it ended, what happened.
How serious it was.
But honestly, chances are it's like, how many people live in this world? Like, go for somebody else.
Yeah. I mean, like, I can't say that I've ever experienced somebody going after one of my exes, so I don't really know. But I do think it would be a bit
like... There were always girls uglier than you, so who cares?
But I don't
David's going, are you calling my ex ugly?
That's not actually... We were talking about my exes, but anyways. But I just think, like, I think guys are a lot more specific. But I don't know. I've never had a friend do that. I can't imagine, like, one of my close friends going for a guy. No. But it also depends how long. Like, I hate those bitches that say, they're dating my boyfriend of 6 years ago. I'm like...
Also, and they're territorial and they never actually dated them. But somehow... They slept with them once and all of a sudden they're off the maps for everybody else.
Yes.
You know what I mean? No.
I feel like that's how you used to be, though. You're like, I find him cute. You guys can't have him. Nobody can have him.
We all went through that stage of that one guy. Veronica.
You had like 6 reserved. You were always okay, but I find him cute, so you can have any of the other ones. And I said, I don't want any of them anyways.
I don't know why she's making up lies here, because this bitch would go, he's actually off the market. She would be dating her boyfriend and say, that guy's off the market. You're going, what?
At all. I'm so not like that.
Guys, I'm literally starting shit.
I know, she's just trying to get back at me because I called her out.
Literally.
Exactly. Definitely not like that, though. But I've never... There's only one time when I was younger that I hooked up with a guy that my best friend had, like, hooked up with and had a crush on him. But it was, like, a fucked up time, and I did it, and I didn't really feel bad about it. I don't know why, but I think that was, like...
She's a bitch.
Yeah, it was a bitchy time. But I just think it was one of those things where... Who knew what the story was? Like, I couldn't really trust my friend at the time. So I was just like, I'm honestly over it.
Honestly, I would not trust you. You made it very clear in the last episode that you lost your virginity and didn't tell anyone for 2 years. So, guys, I don't know what was going through her fucking brain process.
I know. What are these stories making me sound like?
Oh, my God.
And I'm the most open person,
Veronica,
too.
You had no friends. It would have been fine also.
Bitch, I had too many friends.
You
I
would
didn't
have
know
been
who
the
to
cute nerd who, sprung into this wildflower.
Wildflower.
Wild?
I wasn't a nerd ever, actually, so I don't know what you're saying.
Actually, you were the opposite of a nerd.
I was literally...
You were a punk.
I was fucking...
You said
I could have
rock
beat you
on.
up if I wanted to.
No.
But I didn't want to because I loved everyone. Except apparently my friend who I hooked up with the guy she had a crush on. But I've never done that ever again. Like, I would never go for a guy. I just find it weird. Like, somebody who always goes for guys that you go for, it's a bit like, okay...
No.
If you wanted to fuck me, just ask.
No.
I probably taste better on myself than I do on him. Get it from the source, baby.
Oh my God, I'm dead.
I've actually never had anybody do that, though.
Well, why didn't you wear your girlfriend's...
Stolen girlfriend's tape.
Why didn't
Word
you
in the
wear it
last
today?
episode. Word in the last episode.
That's
This
what I'm saying.
tape is running out here. We gotta end this podcast soon. I'm going.
Oh my God.
Thank you for listening, guys. Literally, I need a finger here.
This topic went from fake bags to...
Like, fake bitches. Me, apparently. Literally.
But honestly, I want to say, like, thanks so much to all the people who have been watching us. Like, literally, like, okay, I don't want to call this famous, but I'm just saying, like, when I go out and, like, somebody will be like, I watch your podcast, oh my God, like, it actually means so much. Like,
yeah.
It just, like, to put a face to the numbers is, like, so
it's
nice.
so nice. Like,
'cause
random
at the end of the
people,
day, we
too.
go,
like,
okay, like, who's actually watching?
Yeah,
you
but
know?
when people start saying, oh my God, this, and like people will comment and be like, it's so nice listening to you guys talk. And a lot of people will be like, everybody acts like they don't want to know what's going on in other people's lives, but like really they do. Like, people want to hear what's going on in your life.
For sure.
And I know, like, obviously it's hard for like people in our lives. Like, we're always talking about, like people around us, our boyfriends, our friends, and stuff like that. And I know, like, sorry to all of them. Like, I actually got shit on by my stepbrother last week for talking about him. And it's like, I get it to a certain extent. Like, it's your privacy. And it's like, I'm so sorry to everybody that I talk to because the story will probably come on here at some point. But I just think the difference is, like, people like to hear about other people's lives, and we just have like the balls to kind of say it.
At the end of the day, like, we're all the same. Like, I just feel like every girl goes through the same shtick. Like,
well, 75% guys watching here, so
every
guys
guy
too.
goes through
Add
the
in the
same
guy.
shtick.
But I just think, like, people loved, like, we're not even saying anything that's so different. People just like to hear you say the things that nobody says out loud.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's fun. Like, everybody wants to hear somebody say something fucked up and be like...
Literally.
But you know what I mean? Like, you have... Like, I like being unapologetic, and I feel like that's what we've been. And so thanks for listening, guys. And
thank you so much. Are we ending it? I always feel like, hold on a second. David?
No, I just mean, like, thank you for watching.
Okay,
like, thank you for listening and listening to our
and
fucked up
honestly,
stories.
like, guys, like, if you see us, like, okay, I can't even.
Guys, she's selling autographs here. If you see us, don't hesitate to come up. I provide autographs for $5 a pop, but for you, I'll make it $4. I'll actually come to you if you want. And eBay takes a tax of 30%, so, like, I'll cover it.
No. But the girl who, like, there's so many people who came up to you, too, and it's just, like, it's...
I didn't sell autographs.
When Veronica calls me and she tells me, or when I call her and tell her, it's, like, it makes us feel like we're actually doing this for a reason.
Yeah.
For a purpose.
Except just not for my uncle and aunt who call me every time they watch an episode and say, I fucking hate
literally.
you. And I say, stop listening.
Also, I'm just wondering when I'm going to get my period because I'm pregnant right now. So, literally, whenever... someone's ready to actually give me that shot, like, as a girl, like, when you're waiting on that period, you're going, actually, no, I'm on the pills.
I'm on the pill. We all heard the alarm 2 episodes ago.
Literally.
I practice safe motherfucking sex, bitch, and you can live on the edge all you want, because I'm not there with you. Like I said. You can be on the edge by yourself.
Anyways, every other girl
I feel like birth
knows-
control is a good topic, though. We'll see us on one of the next episodes with birth control. Like, that's something, that's a good one.
Yeah. Guys, I actually have like a really embarrassing story that I'm actually in the mood to share if we have time. But, okay, this is as embarrassing as it gets. This is as embarrassing as it gets, Veronica. Like,
Ready for it.
Okay, so about like a year ago, oh my god, I'm going, like, why does it smell down there? Like,
Oh my
God. No.
I was like, what is she
I
gonna
was like, this
say?
story needs to go on the podcast,
This story
but also
needs to go
it's
on
like,
the podcast.
how to never, ever, like, date again, ever find a fucking guy. Like, this is...
No. Say the story. You know what,
Honestly-
though? Because it's actually, I feel like, probably happens more often than people would
Well,
think.
I
it would
actually found that it happened to somebody else, but anyway.
Okay, so
Anyways, for some reason it starts smelling down there, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck? And I'm like, literally, I have anxiety. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I shower often. Like, what's going on down there? Like, it's smelling. Anyway, so I start freaking out. Make an appointment to see my gynecologist. Go there. Actually, anyways, it so happened that I didn't go to a gynecologist. I went to a doctor. Anyways, whatever, because it was, anyway. So I get there, and anyways, he checks, and he goes, no, everything looks good. But I'm like, well, like, do you smell what I smell? Because I literally, like, I can't breathe. Like, no, guys, it was so bad that I'd be at work, and I'd be like, to my friend, I'd be like, do you smell that? And she's like, yes.
what
And
is
I'm like,
that? You're like, it's me.
I'm like, no, like, this is ridiculous. Like, I went to the gynecologist. They gave me these pills to take, and they went, oh, it's probably just nothing. Just take that. It'll clean everything out. And I went, okay. Take the pills. The smell is only getting stronger. And I'm like, no. Like, what's happening? Like, I'm literally freaking out. And the pills was, like, 5-6 days. And this is already after it's been smelling for, like...
Yeah.
like 4 days, like by the time I got the appointment. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm just freaking out. I remember even being like to my boyfriend, like, do you smell that? And he's like, yes. And I literally, like, I didn't know what to do. I was literally always in the bath because I was like, I could not deal with the smell.
No.
Okay?
100%.
I could not deal with the smell. And then anyways, so now I'm literally like, at this point, guys, you don't understand, like, I'm literally crying. Like, I'm freaking out. I remember being at home, like, I did not want to see anybody. Like, it was
Well,
like,
100%.
it was that,
You're like, what the fuck?
No, it was literally that bad that, like, even at work, she was spraying me, and it's like, it almost like the spray absorbed in, like, it almost, you know, like when you spray a skunk and then the skunk smell even appears even more, like, it was so bad. Anyways, mom's like, you know what? Like, look, you went to see one doctor, let's go see another one. You finished your pills. Clearly nothing's working.
Mm-hmm.
So she brings me back. No, we go back.
Your mom's just I just want to fucking smell. Get this bitch to a
No.
doctor.
So we go to another doctor, okay? A girl one. Thank God. I don't even know why I went to see a guy. Like, anyway. So I get there, and she goes, and she's looking, and she goes, well, she's like, hold on. So she opens my legs, and she goes, well, sweetie, you have a tampon up there. And I'm like, I don't believe you. I'm like, no. Are you joking?
I just
I'm
want to know when
thinking,
she pulled it out.
Veronica.
Was it like in the
No,
cartoons?
Veronica, when it came out, it literally looked like a dead rat.
Oh.
A dead rat, but smelled worse than a dead rat. Veronica, the whole garbage had to leave. The whole room needed to be, like, burned down. I literally was like, oh my God, I can't deal. She was like, you would not believe how often this actually happens. The fact that the first doctor I went to see who opened my vagina and did not see it.
He said,
And
so
guys,
my wife
I did
smells
my
like.
research on this afterwards, and you don't understand. There's a girl, like a model in the past, I forget what her name is, but she lost her leg from having a tampon. Guys, I had a tampon in my vagina for more than a week and a half.
But
so the reason
just
I
more
kept
than 8 hours, you can get TSS.
But yes,
and you could die.
And Veronica, I had it in me for like a week and a half, and in this time, I'm having sexual intercourse. So it's only going higher and higher, and I'm like, babe, do you smell it? Like, what's that smell? Like,
this doesn't sound like enjoyable sex.
Because I was
Your
dealing with
boyfriend
the smell.
said. He said, babe, still feels the same though. If anything, it got tighter in here. We're losing the sign.
Let me tell you, we're losing more than the side.
We're losing our sponsor.
We're losing the audience.
We're losing our sponsor when he realizes I can't afford 2 nails. Anyways, that's actually fucking dangerous though.
No,
like,
Veronica, and then I heard that with the model that she's actually lost her leg from that. And honestly,
well, people have died.
People have died from this. Like,
Toxic-
that I'm laughing
toxic
about
shock
it.
syndrome.
Honestly, guys, if your vagina reeks, just check your fucking vagina. Make sure you don't
probably
have
a tampon.
But honestly, what had happened is I had put a tampon on, forgot I had it on, went to stick another one up there. You're like, how big's your vagina? Anyways.
So apparently your boyfriend, like I said.
Honestly, I'm embarrassed. Anyways, I'm just letting everybody know so that...
Finally, good advice for once. Check your pussy.
Oh my God. Anyway, so I had put another one over it, which had pushed the other one on. So when I took it out, I went, it's out.
Yeah.
Anyways, ever since then now, like, you guys don't understand, like, I have so much anxiety putting on a tampon. I went straight back to the diapers in.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
well, listen, if I have no choice, I'll put it in. But, like, I have so much anxiety now. And anyways, it so happened that another girl, after whatever, because of the whole situation, and my boyfriend had knew at the time, one of his friends, she was, like, dealing with the same thing, and he went, honestly, like, I don't want to, like, get involved, but, like, my girlfriend had ended up being a tampon.
Well, I just want to know, was this when you guys were on a break? Because are you sure it was his friend or it wasn't... It wasn't straight from the source that he was knowing. I've smelled this before, actually.
No.
I know this aroma. Yeah, that's 1 week and 1 day that tampon's been in there.
But don't worry, it's not that bad. My girlfriend did 2 weeks.
You're good. We can finish up. I'll call the doctor after.
But anyways, getting back to my story, it ended up being that he had told the girl, maybe just tell her, like, maybe it's a tampon, like, okay, maybe it's not, but check if it's a tampon. It ended up being a tampon also. Same amount of time as me. I went...
Very dangerous, though.
I saved my life and the girl's life, so that's all.
Very dangerous. Honestly, I think this is the most you could ever learn from one of our podcasts is don't put a tampon in twice.
Don't put a tampon in twice and fucking check what's in your vagina. Don't let nobody go in there before everything's clear.
I think that sums up the show today,
honestly,
guys.
Though, did I forget it also hurt at the same time? Smelled and hurt. It was not enjoyable sex. Nor was it an enjoyable fucking smell. I was going in the bath and I was literally taking bubble baths and the smell was still there and I'm like, what's going on here? Houston, we got a problem. But that day that tampon came out and that dead rat went in the fucking butt, she went, even the girl was like, I gotta change it after you leave.
The girl went...
She went, the next client's literally gonna say, actually, whatever I have, it's not worse than the client before.
It can wait a day. I'll come back tomorrow.
Oh, no, it can wait a week. Oh my God.
They probably put the caution tape after you left over the door.
I would not be surprised. Oh my God.
Wow, that's so fucking hilarious.
2019 was not my year, but apparently 2020
isn't either.
I'm gonna cancel this year in general though. Like
these past 2 years. I mean, you're lucky you have a 2020 with that tampon in there for 2 weeks. Anyway, guys, I guess.
Anyways, moral of the story is because you always end it with moral of the story. Check your pussies, check your dicks, take birth control.
Take birth control.
Don't get pregnant.
Don't get pregnant.
And take a shot if you have got pregnant. Don't answer it.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you
Thanks.
next week.
I'm just gonna go now.